This is the D100 cordless wet dry vacuum from UWANT. They sent me this model to try out and do a review, so let's open it up and give it a try. Very lightweight. You insert the handle. There we go. Very easy. So I'm just gonna plug it in and charge it up. You just put the tray on top of the charging station like that. Very easy.
Start charging.
This is the world's first push-in docking wet-dry vacuum. It has excellent battery life, a floating handle, and many accessories.
Water tank has been removed.
The tank is easily filled and removed and replaced.
Very easy to pull in and out of the station. You can see here the filter. It also has two compartments, one for wet and one for dry. To put the water in the cleaner inside, you just pull open this little plug, fill it with water, and then close the plug. If I'm baking, I usually spill flour on the floor, and I always spill birdseed on the floor every day. So we are going to test it out to see how well it works. Put my foot on here, push the button and turn it on. Power button is on the handle.
UWANT D100 at your service. Smart mode. Start cleaning.
Perfect! Now let's try liquid. I'm gonna put some coffee on the floor here. Okay guys, let's make this tough. Alright, we got an egg and we got coffee.
UWANT D100 at your service. Smart mode. Start cleaning.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. Thumbs up, you guys. It didn't get the eggshell, but the eggshell is intact, so that was dry mode. I'm gonna put the water on it this time.
UWANT D100 at your service. Smart mode. Start cleaning.
I'm so impressed. I wish I would have had this sooner. You just push this button for on and off. It's very easy to use. This is very flexible, so I'm just going to show you, without even turning it on, that you can lay it completely flat and then you can get underneath furniture like this. It lays all the way flat, so you can put it underneath anything. To save your wrist, you can easily move this down or up. This model has a very easy to use handle which moves. This is the power button and this is the mode button.
Power mode. Dry mode. Smart mode. Power mode. Dry mode. Smart mode.
This is the HEPA filter. So after you finish, you push this button down. You can push it from the top, and then you just lift this out, and then you see all that stuff in there, you just dump it out. It's got this deodorizing stick. It keeps odors out of your machine and out of your home, off your floor. I'm going to turn it on self-cleaning mode, sterilization mode. So it's self-cleaning.
Wastewater tank full. Please empty the wastewater tank.
Okay guys, after doing a thorough review using the machine for the first time, I have to say I do recommend this, especially if you have pets. I will say this, I really gave it a hard challenge because I gave it flour and egg along with seeds and coffee. So it self-cleaned, but you have to be realistic, you guys. If you have an exceptionally chunky, dirty mess from your animals or from your cooking or whatever, be realistic. Don't expect perfection for cleaning. It's really easy to just rinse it off. Just turn on the bathtub, the water pressure rinses it off thoroughly in seconds, and then just put it back in the machine. and then it will dry everything. Realistically, don't be whining and complaining or sending it back because it's not perfect every time when it cleans itself. You can clean a little bit yourself. Just rinse it off. It takes 2 seconds. I just wanted to put that in there because it really is a good machine. It is a little challenging the very first time you use it, but once you figure it out, then you've got it. With the handle, you just pull hard the first time so it unlocks itself. It will not self-clean unless you have the charging station plugged in and the machine back in its charging station. Once you do that, push the button on the body on the right hand side with the water droplet with the plus sign on top. Just one time and it starts to self-clean itself. Otherwise it won't turn on. So it took me a little bit to figure that out, but once I did, it was good. It also dries the roller and everything to sanitize it so that there's no mold or mildew or anything. It has a volume control, or you can turn off the volume altogether. I left the volume on the whole time I was using it. The other thing is when you pull the water tank out, which comes out very easily and clicks back in very easily. It took me a bit to figure out how to get the dirty water and the deodorizer stick out. You push the button, the little button on the top, or the wider button that's like in the center on the top. You can push that down. And then when you do that, you have to like pull and wiggle the top out of the other plastic part like this. Hold on to the bottom and pull out the top. This machine also has a waterproof motor and a detachable chassis. So if you wanted to clean that out further later on after you've been using it for a while, you can do that with no problem. And if you want to just roll it into the charging station, then you have to put a wall for support on it. Otherwise you have to kind of just lift it in there or put it in with the stick up, which is fine because it's very lightweight. Also, it cleans right up against the baseboards and right up against the wall. If you forget to empty your wastewater, the deodorizer stick will keep everything smelling fresh. Yeah, so there we have it. Very nice machine, works excellent. So yay! Thank you, UWANT. It's a beautiful machine.